Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to talk about the Joytoy Warhammer Horus Heresy Cataphractii Terminator armor. There are different ones. There's one with the Melter and Power Fist, Lightning Claws, and Chain Fist. So I'm going to do these three. I have a fourth one, which is a Captain, but I didn't take him out for this video. So we're just going to deal with these three for now. It's another 3-in-1. So they all share the same articulation, but they all have different points. So I'm going to go over the articulation of the middle one, which is the one with lightning claws, my personal favorite. I have a thing for melee weapons. So yeah, these Terminator Cataphractii armors are really, really nice. It's crazy because they use a lot of new Joytoy technology, but older technology for the 32nd millennia and Warhammer. So it's cool to talk about these guys. Like I said, I'm going to go over this guy, the Lightning Claws one. This Lightning Claws Terminator is one of my favorites. So yeah, like I said, when you pull out the shoulders, there is an extreme amount of articulation in the shoulder articulation, as you can see here. And they are soft tassels, so we can rotate that armor in, so that way we can actually get a T-pose on these guys while keeping a clear form of momentum for them, right? We actually have a really deep ab crunch that can rotate and turn side to side. Our heads are on a ball joint that allows for movement to go around and up. He can look up actually, which is pretty cool, but cannot really look down all that well, but can tilt side to side, right? We do have a beautiful butterfly joint, which I'm going to turn around to the backside so you can see how far it comes out. As you can see, so yeah, you can technically like cross the arms with these. And I know that looks absolutely nuts, which is why in the form of articulation of showing you guys, when you rotate those shoulders up, all of that blends in really well. And we can cross our arms over, as you can see here. These guys are big and bulky, and they're really cool for 1/18 scale figures. We have our drop down hips as well. We have soft tassels in the front. So that means we can lift our legs up for 90-degree movement. We do have a thigh swivel. And I popped the leg out so you can see that we actually get a beautiful die-cast joint. It's something I'm really, really happy with for that joint reinforcement. And the joint actually rotates around, so you can actually pull forward and backwards on these guys, which is pretty cool. And we do have a thigh swivel here, as I was showing before. I want to make sure I show that off and showcase it. And then we have our lift up. We have a beautiful double joint. We have beyond generous ankle pivot that protects us against these big bulky armors, right? And we also have toe hinge, right? So yeah, as you can see here, these guys look beautiful. I do love Terminator armor. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Probably one of my favorite things to talk about is going to be Terminator armor. So having these guys are a big fun point for me, and I'm really excited. We have articulated claws on the lightning one, as you can see here. And we have a rotating thumb part, as well as an inward outward claw. We have rotation on the claws too. So previously, before the Deathwing Ancients, the claws and Power Fist and bigger claws did not have articulation that allowed rotation. That's why these are a big deal that they've added that in. And I'm here for it. It's a very big plus for me, and I'm very much a fan of it. It adds a lot of emphasis and articulation to these figures. So let's leave our lightning claw there. Next up, let's go with our Power Fist. Gotta love the Power Fist. All the same articulation, all the same look. We have a same helmet as well. We have our markings, which are all the same, but this guy has a smelter, double flamethrower in this case, right? It's really cool to see that. It's protected by going in there. I do not believe you can pull this out, so please be careful and please be aware. How to get this off without actually ripping that off is something I'm still trying to figure out, because I don't know how to rip that hose out. Then we have our Power Fist, which, like I said, it's now been added with new articulation because the fists weren't rotatable before. So it's really nice to have that. All the same articulation, but I love these guys so much. And it can hold the weight of its smelter, just to show you. So yeah, the weight can be held with little to no issue. Let me actually put you in a very nice pose. Last but not least, we have here with our chain fist. This can actually be pointed outward. So if you do want to change it like a little blowstaff chain sword, you can, but it does tab in to hold its place, and it rotates as well. All the articulation is kept, and I just love that they've found that nice niche for them. And these guys look really, really good. You definitely may have trouble rotating the head if you're like me and don't have nails. So just be careful when you're kind of posing these guys up. You don't want to be like me, struggling. But yeah, as you see, these guys all look fantastic. Now, I do want to jump into the accessories. So let's get to it talking about it. So let's jump into the accessories. It's not much because our main man here with the lightning claws come with no accessories, but he does come with a stand because he can't really hold anything with his lightning claws. He's here for murder and mayhem. On our right, we have the double smelter. He comes with an opposite hand for holding swords and stuff, as well as a different holster. Now, here's my issue, and this is what I couldn't figure out. Where do you remove the hose? Because it feels like it's glued in. So how does one remove this? Or is it just a different option part for it? So I'm a little confused by this one. So I'm hoping I figure it out soon, because I would love to see if he does use other things. It would be a great option part swap. As far as my main man here with our chain blade, he comes with an alternative left trigger hand, just in case you wanted to do well. We have a sword holding hand, and that is because we do get the bolter, the double bolter. It has a double magazine here. Let's see if the magazines are removable. They are not. So yeah, we have our double bolter here. So that is it for the accessories. So I'm probably gonna leave our lightning claw buddy out here. So that way when we jump into our size comparisons, I have just one to show off against other ones. So let's get to it. All right, now we're moving on into the size comparison. So let's compare to some other ones from the Horus Heresy. Here we have Imperial Fist normal Space Marine. And as you can see, the difference in the sizes between a Terminator armor and a regular unit is crazy. Then we have a Horus unit, right? And as you can see, Terminator armors are a big deal. They are gigantic, and I love the size difference, right? Now I'm gonna remove the Horus unit. That's also from the Horus Heresy. We're gonna add Sigismund here. I love this guy. He went on to found the Black Templars, one of my favorite factions. He's actually a little bit bigger than a normal unit, which is pretty cool, right? So them upscaling it on low, I'm totally fine with it. I know some people talk about the upscaling. I'm actually really, really fine with it because it's actually cool to see it. Here we are with a custom Space Marine that I had painted from my main man Giga Beetle. That is a normal Space Marine. It's a little bit smaller, right? So let's take this bad boy out. Then we have an Adeptus Sororitas. Have given her a custom cape. As you can see, she is tiny when compared to a set of Terminator armor. Then let's show off a Necron. The Necron is tiny as well. Yeah, I think, oh, hi Riley. Next up, we have an ancient Terminator armor from the Deathwing. This is from the Dark Angels, and even they're a little bit smaller than these guys as well. They definitely seem bulkier and more modern. These have that slick waist area, but yeah, still in terms of height, they're a little bit smaller. I think last but not least, we have my main man Rogodogo Dorn, right? Primarch of the Imperial Fist. Probably the only thing I can say that is taller than these guys right now. The custom head, if you're curious, is from YM Studio. I picked it up while I was in Hong Kong. So yeah, these guys are gigantic. I love it. I hope you guys will enjoy the photos at the end as I have them tearing up some Tyranids and some Mega Necrons. Hopefully I can get some Orcs too. But yeah, it's looking real good. It's looking very, very good. I'm hoping that I can continue to review Joytoy, as I've been having a spectacular time with them. Ton of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching. All the people that have been encouraging me for more Warhammer stuff, because I've been loving talking about it and learning more about it. It's been so much fun. So please, as always, continue to be good, do good. Yes, Riley, and drink your water. Later.